Hello and welcome back to the Everyday English Podcast, the place where we turn real life into a language lesson. I am Alice, and I am so happy to be here with you today for a very special episode.
And I am Mark. Hello, everyone. It is great to be back in the studio. You know, Alice, I have been thinking a lot about our last topic. We spent a lot of time talking about feelings, didn't we?
We did. If you listened to our previous episode, or if you have been studying English for a while, you probably know a lot of words to describe negative emotions. We talked about feeling down, feeling blue, being grumpy, or even acting grouchy.
Right. Words like grouchy or phrases like losing your temper. These are excellent words if you are talking to your best friend or maybe your partner at home. If I tell my wife, I am so grouchy today because I didn't sleep well, she understands. She might even make me a coffee.
Exactly. But Mark, imagine walking into a meeting with your boss. Imagine there are 5 other colleagues there. The boss asks you about a project and you say, I'm feeling really grouchy about this project. I'm stressed out and I think this idea is bad.
Ooh, that sounds terrible. If I said that to my manager, the room would go silent. Everyone would look at me. It sounds a bit childish, doesn't it?
It does. It sounds immature, and that is the problem we are going to solve today. There is a huge difference between casual English and corporate safe English. Today, we are going to teach you how to complain, how to say no, and how to express stress without ruining your professional reputation.
This is such an important skill. I have seen very talented people lose opportunities because they didn't know how to filter their language. They were honest, which is good, but they were too emotional in their word choice.
So consider this your masterclass in professional venting. Venting means letting out your frustration. We are going to learn how to vent without getting fired. We have 3 main sections today. First, the vocabulary swap. We will take those basic feeling words and upgrade them. Second, the grammar of politeness. And third, we will give you a script on how to say no to your boss.
I am ready. Let's start with the vocabulary swap. What is the first word we need to change?
The first word is mad or angry. In our daily life, if someone treats you badly, you say, I am so mad, or I'm angry about this.
Right. For example, I am mad that the marketing team changed the deadline. It is a clear sentence. Everyone knows what it means. But in business, saying I am mad makes you sound like you have lost control. It sounds personal.
Exactly. In business, we want to sound objective, not emotional. So instead of mad, I want you to use the word concerned.
Concerned. C-O-N-C-E-R-N-E-D. Concerned. This is a brilliant swap because mad focuses on your feelings. Concerned focuses on the problem.
Let's look at an example. Instead of saying, I am mad about the new schedule, you say, I am concerned about the new schedule.
Do you hear the difference? I am concerned sounds like you are worried about the success of the project. It sounds like you are a responsible employee who spots a risk. I am mad just sounds like you are having a bad day.
Let's try another variation. Sometimes we get angry because we think a decision is wrong. Instead of saying, I am angry because this is a mistake, try saying, I have some concerns regarding this decision.
I have some concerns. That is a phrase you should write down. It is a golden key in business meetings. I have some concerns regarding the budget. I have some concerns regarding the timeline. It invites discussion, whereas I am mad stops the discussion.
Perfect. So swap number 1, mad becomes concerned. Now let's move to swap number 2. This is for when you really dislike an idea. The word is hate.
We use hate all the time in casual English. I hate this movie. I hate waiting in line. I hate this new software update.
But if you are in a meeting and someone presents a new plan, you cannot say, I hate this plan. It is too aggressive. It attacks the person who made the plan.
So what do we say instead?
We use the word reservations.
Reservations? Like booking a table at a restaurant? I have a reservation for 2 people?
Same word, different meaning. In this context, a reservation is a doubt. It is a feeling of uncertainty. If you say, I have some reservations about this plan, you're saying that you are not 100% sure it will work.
That is much softer. It is very diplomatic. I hate this is a door slamming shut. I have reservations is a door opening for questions.
Precisely. Let's practice that. Speaker 2, pretend I just pitched a terrible idea for a new product. Tell me you hate it, but use professional English.
Okay. Alice, thank you for the presentation. To be honest, I have some reservations about the design choices we are making.
See? I don't feel attacked. I feel like you want to talk about the details. Another phrase you can use here is unsure. Instead of I don't like it, say I am not sure this is the best direction for us.
I am not sure. That is a classic softener. It creates space. It is humble. You are not saying, I know this is bad. You are saying, I am not sure this is good. It achieves the same result, stopping the bad idea, but you look like a team player.
Exactly. So swap number 2, hate becomes reservations or unsure. Now the third one is the big one. This is the one everyone needs right now. The word is stressed.
Oh yes, stressed out. We learned this in the last episode. I am so stressed. This job is stressful. We say it constantly.
Here is the danger. If you tell your boss, I am stressed, they might hear, I cannot handle my job, or I am not capable. You don't want to sound weak. You want to sound busy, but in control.
That is a very important distinction. We want to communicate that we have too much work, not that we are emotionally collapsing. So what is the professional term for stressed?
The best phrase to use today is at capacity.
At capacity. C-A-P-A-C-I-T-Y. Capacity usually means how much something can hold, right? Like, the stadium is at full capacity. It means no more people can enter.
Exactly. When you say, I am at capacity, you are treating yourself like a professional resource. You are saying, my schedule is full. I cannot accept more work without dropping something else. It is a factual statement, not an emotional complaint.
I love that. So if my boss tries to give me 3 more reports to write and I'm already working late every night, I shouldn't say, I am too stressed.
No, you should say, I would love to help, but I am currently at capacity.
Currently at capacity. It sounds so organized.
Another variation of this is using the word bandwidth, like internet speed. I don't have the bandwidth for this right now.
I don't have the bandwidth. It implies that your brain is a computer and it is processing as fast as it can. It's a very common metaphor in the corporate world, especially in tech and modern offices.
So let's review our 3 swaps. Mark?
Okay, first, don't say mad, say concerned. Second, don't say hate, say I have reservations. And third, don't say stressed, say I am at capacity.
If you only learn those 3 phrases from this podcast, your professional English will improve immediately. But we want to go deeper. Vocabulary is good, but grammar is the glue that holds it together. Let's talk about section 2, the grammar of politeness.
This is interesting because usually when we learn grammar, we learn about past tense or future tense, but there is also what we call diplomatic grammar.
Yes, diplomatic grammar is all about making your sentences longer and softer. In English, usually shorter is better, but when you are giving bad news or disagreeing, shorter is ruder.
That is a great rule of thumb. If you are happy, be short. Great job. Thanks. Perfect. But if you are unhappy, be long.
Let's compare. Short and rude. You are wrong. 3 words. It stings. It hurts.
How do we make that longer and softer?
We use phrases like, it seems like, or I feel that, or I was wondering if.
Let's fix you are wrong.
We could say, it seems like there might be a misunderstanding here.
Wow, that is much longer. It seems like there might be a misunderstanding here. You didn't use the word wrong at all.
No, I shifted the blame from you to the situation. You are wrong attacks the person. There is a misunderstanding attacks the situation. This is a key skill for everyday English at work. Never attack the person.
What about when you need to ask someone to do something, but you are annoyed that they haven't done it yet? For example, I am waiting for an email from you, Alice. I want to say, where is the email?
Where is the email is very aggressive. It sounds like a demand. To soften it, we use the past continuous tense. I was wondering if you had sent the email.
I was wondering. We use the past tense even though we are wondering right now. Why do we do that?
In English, moving a verb to the past tense makes it more distant and therefore more polite. I wonder is direct. I was wondering feels less immediate, less pressure.
That is a very subtle nuance. I was wondering if you had a chance to look at my report. I was hoping we could meet today.
Exactly. I was hoping, not I hope. I hope we can meet sounds like a strong desire. I was hoping we could meet sounds like a polite suggestion.
Before we move on to our role play, I just want to pause for a second. If you were listening to this and thinking, wow, this is a lot of new phrases, don't worry. This is why we created the Everyday English podcast. We want you to listen to this while you are commuting, while you are washing dishes, while you are walking the dog. You don't need to memorize everything instantly. Just let these patterns sink into your brain.
That is right. And if you are finding this helpful, please make sure you are subscribed to our channel. When you subscribe, it tells us that you want more of this specific type of content. Real, practical, grown-up English. We really appreciate every single subscriber.
We really do. Now, Alice, I think it is time to put this into practice. We have the vocabulary and we have the grammar. Let's do a role play analysis.
I love role plays. Here's the scenario. Mark, you are the employee. I am the boss. It is Friday afternoon at 4 p.m. I am going to come to your desk and give you a huge new task that needs to be done by Monday morning.
Friday at 4 p.m.? That is a nightmare scenario. I am already tired. I have plans for the weekend. I am definitely feeling grouchy.
Okay, so first, let's act out the bad version. This is the version where you use the casual, emotional words we talked about earlier. Ready?
Ready.
Hi, Mark. I have a little emergency. I need you to rewrite this entire client proposal over the weekend. I need it on my desk by 9 a.m. Monday.
What? No way. I can't do that. I am so stressed out already. I hate working on weekends. You always do this. I am really mad about this.
Cut. Okay, let's stop there. Wow, Mark, if you said that to me, I would probably give you a warning letter.
It felt good to say it, but yes, it was terrible. I said no way, which is slang. I said I am stressed out. I said I hate working weekends. And I accused you. You always do this.
It was very defensive. You made it about your feelings. A boss doesn't primarily care about your feelings. They care about the business problem. The problem is the client proposal.
So let's try the good version. I need to use the tools we learned. I need to be at capacity. I need to express concerns. And I need to be diplomatic.
Right. Same scenario. Friday, 4 p.m. Hi, Mark. I have a little emergency. I need you to rewrite this entire client proposal over the weekend. I need it by Monday morning.
I understand that this is a priority for the client. However, looking at my schedule, I am currently at capacity with the quarterly reports you asked for. I have some reservations about the quality of work I can produce if I rush this over the weekend. I was wondering if we could prioritize. Should I finish the reports or switch to the proposal?
Wow, that was completely different. How did it feel to you as the boss? Well, first of all, you didn't say no. You said, I understand this is a priority. You validated me. That made me calm down.
Validation is key. Always agree before you disagree.
Then you didn't say, I am stressed. You said, I am currently at capacity with the quarterly reports. You reminded me of the other work you were doing.
I am reminding you that I am already valuable. I am busy doing things you asked me to do.
Exactly. And then you used the magic word reservations. You said, I have reservations about the quality if I rush. This is brilliant. You are saying, if you force me to do this, the work will be bad, but you framed it as caring about quality.
I am protecting the company, not just my weekend.
And finally, you put the ball back in my court. You asked, should I finish the reports or switch to the proposal? You forced me to choose.
This is the trade-off technique. I can't do both, so you as the manager need to decide what is more important. Most of the time, the boss will say, oh, the reports are more important, forget the proposal. Or they will say, do the proposal, forget the reports. Either way, I don't have to work all weekend.
This leads us perfectly into our final section, the no script. Many people struggle to say no. They say yes to everything, then they burn out. We want to give you a simple formula for saying no professionally.
We call this the ARA formula. ARA. Acknowledge, reality, alternative.
Let's break that down. A is for acknowledge. This means you acknowledge the request. You show you heard it.
Phrases for acknowledge include, thank you for thinking of me for this. I hear that this is urgent. That sounds like an interesting project.
You must start positive. If you start with no, the other person stops listening.
Okay, so step 1, acknowledge. Step 2 is R, reality. This is where you state your at capacity status.
This is the why. But remember, the reality should be about your workload, not your feelings. Bad reality. I am too tired. Good reality. My calendar is fully booked until Wednesday. Bad reality. I don't want to. Good reality. I am currently focusing on the launch project. And finally, step 3 is A, alternative. Never just leave a dead end. Give them an alternative path. An alternative could be a different time. I can't do it today, but I can do it Friday. It could be a different person. I don't have bandwidth, but maybe Sarah has time. Or it could be a smaller version of the task. I can't write the whole report, but I can review the outline.
Acknowledge, reality, alternative. Let's try one more quick example using this formula. Alice, ask me to attend a meeting tomorrow at 8 a.m.
Mark, we need everyone at the strategy meeting tomorrow at 8 a.m. Can you make it?
Acknowledge. Thanks for inviting me. I know the strategy session is crucial. However, I have a client scheduled for that exact time that I cannot move. Alternative, I was wondering if I could send my notes in advance or maybe catch up with you afterward for a summary.
Perfect. You didn't just say, no, I am busy. You showed you care, you explained the conflict, and you offered a solution. As a boss, I accept that.
It feels so much better than just apologizing or making excuses. It feels empowering.
That is the word, empowering. Learning professional English is not just about following rules. It is about feeling confident. When you know you have the words to protect your time and your dignity, work becomes much less stressful.
It really does. You know, when we started this episode, we talked about how dangerous it is to just use words like mad and stressed at work. I hope everyone listening now sees the path forward. You don't have to be a robot. You can express yourself, but you have to use the right code.
We covered a lot today. We swapped mad for concerned, hate for reservations, stressed for at capacity. We learned to soften our grammar with I was wondering, and we learned the ARA formula for saying no.
That is a lot of tools for your toolkit. Here's what I suggest. Don't try to use them all tomorrow. Pick just one. Maybe tomorrow focus on the word capacity. If someone asks you how you are, instead of saying, I'm so busy, try saying, I'm pretty much at capacity today. See how it feels.
I have a challenge for our listeners. This is your homework for the next 24 hours. I want you to ban the word stressed from your vocabulary at work. Totally ban it. If you feel stressed, pause, take a breath, and ask yourself, am I at capacity? Do I have concerns? Use the specific word.
And watch how people react. I bet they will treat you with a little more respect. They will take you a little more seriously.
And if you do try this, let us know. We love hearing your success stories.
Before we go, we have one small favor to ask. If you found this episode useful, if you feel a little more ready for your next meeting, please give this video a like. It really helps other learners find this channel.
And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that button. We are building a community of English learners who want to go beyond the basics. We want to help you live your life in English, from your living room to your meeting room.
We have some great episodes coming up. We are going to talk about phone skills, writing emails, and even small talk, so stick around.
Thank you so much for listening. Remember, fluency is not just about knowing words. It is about knowing the right words for the right moment. Keep practicing, keep listening, and we will talk to you in the next episode.
Bye, everyone. Good luck in your next meeting.